Science is built on discovering truth, solving mysteries, and bringing logic to the unknown. Yet, not every discovery fits neatly into explanation. Some findings challenge what we understand and leave even experts searching for answers. These are not theories or fiction, but real phenomena that remain unresolved. Here are 10 strange and fascinating discoveries that scientists still cannot fully explain, at least not yet. Number 10. Yonaguni Monument. Off the southern coast of Yonaguni Island in Okinawa Prefecture, Japan, divers exploring the waters in 1986 stumbled upon a massive underwater structure unlike anything seen before. Lying about 25 meters beneath the surface, the formation appeared at first to be a natural rock formation. However, its unusual geometry quickly sparked debate among scientists and archaeologists. The monument consists of large stone terraces, sharp edges, and flat surfaces that resemble steps and platforms. Some sections appear to form wide staircases descending into deeper water, while others look like walls arranged in straight lines. The scale of the structure is impressive, stretching over hundreds of meters. Such symmetry has led some researchers to believe that the formation could be the remains of an ancient, man-made complex. Supporters of this theory point to what appear to be carved features. Divers have reported straight edges, right angles, and rectangular sections that seem too precise to be entirely natural. Sonar scans have also revealed layered formations that resemble deliberate construction. If this structure was built by humans, it would date back more than 10,000 years, a time when sea levels were lower and the area may have been above water. However, many geologists argue that natural processes can produce similar shapes. The monument is composed mainly of sandstone, a rock that can fracture along straight lines due to tectonic activity. Earthquakes in the region may have created step-like formations, while erosion from ocean currents could have smoothed surfaces over time, creating the illusion of human design. No tools, pottery, or confirmed artifacts have been found at the site, leaving the question unresolved. Whether shaped by nature or carved by an unknown civilization, the Yonaguni Monument remains one of the most intriguing underwater archaeological mysteries ever discovered. Number 9. Roman Dodecahedron. Scattered across parts of northern Europe, particularly in regions of modern-day France, Germany, Belgium, and Great Britain, archaeologists have uncovered a series of strange bronze objects known as Roman dodecahedrons. Dating back to around the 2nd and 3rd centuries CE, these small geometric artifacts appear to be carefully crafted, yet their true purpose remains unknown. At first glance, the object looks decorative, a hollow, 12-sided shape with circular holes of varying sizes on each face and small rounded knobs at every corner. However, its precise symmetry suggests it was made with a specific function in mind. Over 100 examples have been discovered, often buried near Roman settlements, but surprisingly, there are no written records, illustrations, or descriptions from Roman sources that mention them. What makes this artifact even more puzzling is the consistency in design. Despite being found across distant regions, many share similar dimensions and construction techniques. This implies a shared knowledge of their use. Some were recovered alongside coins and tools, suggesting everyday utility, while others were discovered in isolated areas, hinting at ceremonial significance. Several theories have been proposed. Some researchers believe they were measuring devices, possibly used for surveying land or determining planting seasons. Others suggest they were knitting tools designed to create gloves. A few speculate they were religious objects or candle holders. However, none of these explanations fully account for the variety in hole sizes and the lack of wear marks on many specimens. Without documentation or clear context, the Roman dodecahedron remains one of the ancient world's most mysterious metal artifacts, carefully manufactured, widely distributed, and still refusing to reveal the purpose it once served. Number 8. The Wow Signal. On August 15, 1977, at the Ohio State University Radio Observatory in the United States, a powerful and unusual radio signal was detected by the Big Ear Radio telescope. The signal lasted for just 72 seconds, but its intensity immediately caught the attention of astronomers. Printed data from the telescope showed a sequence of numbers and letters, and one researcher famously circled it and wrote, "Wow," beside it, giving the signal its name. What made this discovery so intriguing was the strength and frequency of the transmission. The signal was more than 30 times stronger than the normal background noise of space. Even more interesting, it appeared at a frequency of 1420 megahertz, which corresponds to the natural emission of hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. Many scientists believe this frequency will be a logical choice for any intelligent civilization attempting interstellar communication. The signals seem to originate from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, near a cluster of stars. However, when astronomers attempted to detect it again, the signal never returned. Repeated observations of the same region of space failed to produce any similar transmissions. This one-time occurrence made it extremely difficult to determine its true origin. Several explanations have been proposed. Some suggested it could have been a natural cosmic phenomenon, such as a comet releasing hydrogen clouds. Others believed it may have been interference from Earth-based technology. However, none of these theories fully accounted for the signal's strength, duration, and unique characteristics. Because it appeared only once and has never been repeated, the WOW signal remains one of the most mysterious radio transmissions ever recorded, a brief whisper from space that may have been natural, artificial, or something entirely unknown. Number 7. Slime mold intelligence. Found in forests, laboratories, and even growing quietly on decaying logs, slime mold is one of the simplest organisms on Earth. It has no brain, no nervous system, and no centralized control. Yet, despite its simplicity, this strange yellow blob-like life form has demonstrated behaviors that resemble intelligence. Scientists began studying slime mold more closely in the early 2000s, conducting experiments to observe how it searches for food. When placed in a maze, the organism spreads out in multiple directions, exploring its environment. Once it finds a food source, it gradually retracts unnecessary paths and strengthens the most efficient route. In repeated experiments, slime mold consistently identified the shortest path between 2 points, effectively solving the maze. Even more surprising, the organism appears to remember routes it has taken. It leaves behind chemical trails, avoiding areas it has already explored. In some studies, slime mold recreated efficient transportation networks similar to modern city rail systems when food sources were arranged, like major urban centers. What makes this discovery so puzzling is that slime mold lacks any structure typically associated with intelligence. There are no neurons, no brain cells, and no decision-making center. Scientists still debate whether this behavior represents true intelligence or simply a complex biological response. Without a clear explanation, slime mold challenges our understanding of what intelligence really means, proving that even the simplest life forms may be capable of unexpectedly sophisticated behavior. Number 6. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. In June 2011, a Swedish exploration team known as Ocean X was scanning the floor of the Baltic Sea between Sweden and Finland. Using side-scan sonar equipment, they were searching for shipwrecks when they detected something unusual resting nearly 90 meters below the surface. Instead of the expected debris, the sonar image revealed a large, circular formation with strange structural features. The object appeared roughly 60 meters in diameter, with what looked like a raised center and distinct edges. Even more puzzling was a long trail extending behind it, stretching for hundreds of meters along the seabed. Some researchers described the shape as resembling a massive disc, while others noted details that looked almost mechanical. The unusual symmetry immediately sparked speculation about its origin. When divers visited the site, They reported a rocky structure with flat surfaces and angular features. Some areas appeared smoothed, while others looked fractured. The surrounding seabed showed signs of disturbance, as if the object had moved before settling. Sonar scans and underwater images seemed to confirm the presence of an isolated formation, unlike the surrounding geology. However, geological explanations soon emerged. Scientists suggested that the anomaly could be a glacial deposit formed during the last ice age. As glaciers moved across the region, they may have carried large rocks and left them behind in unusual shapes. The circular appearance could also be the result of sonar distortion, combined with erosion over thousands of years. No artifacts, metals, or artificial materials have been recovered from the site. Despite multiple expeditions, the structure remains difficult to study due to low visibility and technical challenges. Whether a rare geological formation or something more unusual, the Baltic Sea Anomaly continues to stand as one of the ocean's most debated sonar discoveries. So far, each discovery has raised more questions than answers. Which one puzzles you the most? The underwater structure, the mysterious signal from space, or the organism that seems to think without a brain? Share your thoughts in the comments, because the next discoveries become stranger and harder to explain. Number 5. Derinkuyu Underground City. Hidden beneath the region of Cappadocia in central Turkey lies one of the most astonishing underground structures ever discovered. In 1963, a local resident renovating his home accidentally uncovered a concealed passage behind a wall. What began as a small opening soon revealed a vast underground city carved deep into the soft, volcanic rock. Derinkuyu extends approximately 60 meters below the surface and consists of multiple levels connected by narrow tunnels and stairways. The complex includes living quarters, storage rooms, wells, ventilation shafts, and even spaces believed to have been used as schools and gathering halls. Estimates suggest that thousands of people could have sheltered inside at once, protected from threats above ground. What makes this structure particularly remarkable is its engineering. Massive circular stone doors, weighing hundreds of kilograms, were designed to roll into place and seal off entrances from intruders. The ventilation system is equally impressive, with vertical shafts allowing fresh air to reach even the deepest levels. Despite being carved entirely by hand, the tunnels remain stable, showing little structural collapse. Historians believe the earliest sections may date back to the first millennium BCE, though the city was expanded over centuries by different civilizations. Yet there are still unanswered questions. Why was such a large underground complex necessary? How was the excavation coordinated without modern tools? And how did ancient builders maintain structural integrity across so many levels? Although Derinkuyu is now partially open to visitors, many sections remain unexplored. The scale, planning, and construction of this underground city continue to puzzle researchers. An ancient engineering achievement hidden beneath the earth, whose full story may never be completely understood. Number 4. The Antikythera Mechanism. In 1901, sponge divers working off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera discovered the remains of an ancient shipwreck. Among statues, pottery, and coins, they recovered a heavily corroded lump of bronze. At first, it seemed unremarkable, but when scientists examined it more closely, they noticed tiny interlocking gears hidden within the fragments. Further study revealed something astonishing. The object, now known as the Antikythera Mechanism, dates back to around 100 BCE. Inside were dozens of precisely cut bronze gears arranged in a complex system. When reconstructed, researchers realized the device was capable of tracking astronomical movements, including the positions of the sun and moon, lunar phases, and even predicting eclipses. What makes this discovery extraordinary is its sophistication. The level of mechanical precision was not thought to exist until more than 1,000 years later. Some scientists have described it as the world's first analog computer. The gears were designed with mathematical accuracy, and inscriptions on the fragments suggest it was used as a teaching or calculation tool. However, the mechanism raises many unanswered questions. No other device of similar complexity from that period has ever been found. There are no detailed written records explaining how it was built, who designed it, or how widespread the technology might have been. This suggests that either the knowledge was lost or similar devices have yet to be discovered. Despite modern imaging techniques helping reconstruct parts of the mechanism, many sections remain incomplete. The Antikythera Mechanism stands as a remarkable example of advanced ancient technology, a device far ahead of its time, hinting at scientific knowledge that history may have forgotten. Number 3. The Voynich Manuscript. In 1912, a rare book dealer named Wilfrid Voynich acquired a mysterious illustrated manuscript from a collection in Italy. At first glance, it appeared to be an ordinary medieval book. However, upon closer inspection, scholars realized that the text inside was written in a completely unknown language, one that has never been successfully deciphered. Carbon dating later revealed that the manuscript was created in the early 15th century. The pages are filled with unusual drawings, including strange plants that do not match any known species, astronomical diagrams, and illustrations of human figures interacting with unknown devices or symbols. The writing itself follows consistent patterns, suggesting it represents a structured language rather than random symbols. Linguists, cryptographers, and historians have spent decades attempting to decode the manuscript. Some believed it was a secret scientific text, possibly related to medicine or alchemy. Others suggested it could be a coded language designed to hide sensitive knowledge. Statistical analysis of the text shows patterns similar to real languages, including word repetition and grammatical structure. Despite these clues, no translation has been universally accepted. The manuscript does not match any known alphabet, and attempts to link it to historical languages have failed. Even modern computer analysis and artificial intelligence have struggled to find meaning within its symbols. What makes the mystery even deeper is the lack of context. The author remains unknown, and there are no references to the manuscript in other documents from that time. Without a key or explanation, its purpose remains unclear. The Voynich manuscript continues to puzzle experts. A centuries-old document filled with illustrations and writing, carefully created, yet still hiding its message from the modern world. Number 2. Turritopsis dohrnii. Found in oceans around the world, this tiny jellyfish is often referred to as the Immortal Jellyfish. First identified in the late 19th century, it gained scientific attention decades later when researchers discovered something extraordinary about its life cycle. Unlike most living organisms, this jellyfish has the ability to reverse its aging process. When faced with injury, starvation, or environmental stress, Turritopsis dohrnii can transform its adult cells back into an earlier developmental stage. Instead of dying, it reverts to its juvenile polyp form and begins its life cycle again. This process, known as transdifferentiation, effectively allows the organism to restart its life indefinitely under the right conditions. Scientists have observed this transformation in laboratory settings multiple times. The jellyfish shrinks, settles onto a surface, and reorganizes its cells, eventually growing into a new individual. This ability challenges traditional biological understanding, which assumes aging moves in one direction. However, the mechanism behind this reversal is still not fully understood. Researchers are studying its genetic structure to determine how its cells reorganize so efficiently. While it can still be eaten by predators or affected by disease, its natural life cycle appears theoretically limitless. This small, nearly transparent creature continues to defy expectations, a biological anomaly that questions whether aging is truly inevitable for all living things. Number 1. Fast radio bursts. In 2007, astronomers analysing archived data from the Parkes Radio Telescope in Australia noticed a brief but extremely powerful pulse of radio energy. The signal lasted only a few milliseconds, yet it released more energy than the Sun emits in days. This unexpected discovery marked the first recorded fast radio burst, or FRB, and opened the door to one of the most puzzling cosmic mysteries. Since then, telescopes around the world have detected dozens of similar bursts. These signals appear suddenly, originate from distant galaxies, and then disappear without warning. Some occur only once, while others repeat at irregular intervals. Their short duration makes them difficult to study, but their intensity suggests they come from extremely energetic cosmic events. Scientists have proposed several explanations. One possibility is that FRBs are produced by magnetars, highly magnetized neutron stars capable of releasing enormous amounts of energy. Other theories include collisions between dense stellar objects, black hole activity, or unusual plasma interactions in deep space. However, no single explanation accounts for all observed features, especially the repeating signals. What makes fast radio bursts particularly intriguing is their distance. Many originate billions of light years away, meaning the signals began long before human civilization existed. Despite advanced telescopes and continuous monitoring, predicting when and where the next burst will occur remains nearly impossible. With their immense power, unknown origins, and unpredictable nature, fast radio bursts remain one of astronomy's greatest mysteries, brief flashes from the depths of space, carrying information we have only just begun to understand. Which of these discoveries surprised you the most? Some may eventually be explained, while others could remain mysteries for years to come. If you enjoy exploring the unknown and uncovering strange discoveries, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next journey into the unexplained.